News 5, the Gulf Coast News leader. Breaking news now.
We begin with breaking news in Destin, where dozens of deputies are conducting an air and ground search for a missing person who is possibly armed with a weapon. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Devin Walsh. Crews are searching in and around the Marlar Bridge, also known as the Destin Bridge. They're looking for a missing and what they're calling an endangered person believed to be armed. Deputies are asking people to avoid this area. News 5 has a crew on the way there. As soon as we get more information, we'll update you on air and online.
And we're also following some breaking news in Mobile County. A report of a home invasion on Section Line Road. That's west of Wilmer, not far from the Alabama-Mississippi line. News 5's Ashley Knight joins us live from the scene.
That's right, Peter. We're here right next to the Mississippi state line. I'm going to step out of the shot here so you can take a better look. There are several Mobile County Sheriff's patrol cars out here. As you can see, detectives we've seen coming and going from inside the house. Reports came in from neighbors of a person down. That was the original report that the Sheriff's Department is telling us. They're still trying to determine what happened here. Neighbors say that the homeowner has been acting strangely lately, asking for twine, so they're not sure if drugs are involved. We heard it back at the news station as a home invasion, but officials here say there are no signs of forced entry at all. One of the neighbors leaving the scene told us that the homeowner tried to commit suicide, that she's just been acting erratically lately. They are concerned for her, and meanwhile, officers here on the scene are still trying to figure out exactly what happened. They're processing all the information they can, and we will get you more information as it becomes available. For now, live in Wilmer, Ashley Knight, News 5.
Thanks, Ashley. Now to the election. Luther Strange and his wife Melissa went to the polls early this morning in Birmingham. When asked about today's race, Strange said, quote, he feels great. Roy Moore also went to the polls this morning in Galland, Alabama, in his usual fashion, on horseback. He says he feels confident that today's vote will go his way. Tonight we have live team coverage. News 5's Haley Minogue is covering the Luther Strange campaign in Birmingham. But we begin with News 5's Debbie Williams covering the Roy Moore campaign in Montgomery. Debbie?
And Devin, we're about an hour away from the doors opening and supporters of Roy Moore being allowed inside the RSA Activity Center in downtown Montgomery. Of course, the party about to get started here. The guest of honor already said to be in Montgomery. Last night, of course, Roy Moore took the campaign to Fairhope for a star-studded rally to get the vote out. However, voter turnout reportedly low throughout the state. We will see how that plays with both of the candidates. We may get at least a glimpse of Moore before those polls close. We are told that he may make an appearance here with his supporters to greet them before retiring to go and look at the returns as they come in. We'll have much more from Montgomery. Live in Montgomery, Debbie Williams, News 5.
All right, thanks, Debbie. From Montgomery to Birmingham, where the Luther Strange campaign will watch the results come in later tonight. Haley Minogue continues our coverage now live in Birmingham. Haley?
Pete, anticipation is really building here in downtown Birmingham, where Senator Luther Strange, the incumbent, is expected to make an appearance around 8, with the party starting at 7. Now, his group, his team, has been setting up the lobby here in Birmingham all afternoon. The media outlets from across the country are also pouring in. They're setting up their cameras for what has been a heated special election. A very low voter turnout, like Debbie said, is expected, even though many politicians outside of the state of Alabama have gotten involved in this race. Most notably, of course, President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence both have made visits to Alabama in hopes of helping add that extra spark to Senator Strange's campaign. Now, like I said, we are expecting to see him here in downtown Birmingham around 8 o'clock. And of course, you still at home have until 7 o'clock to get out to the polls and vote. So make sure that you are doing what you need to do today and casting that vote if you are qualified to do so. And for more information on if you can vote in this special election, you can check our website, WKRG.com, and our Facebook page as well. Reporting live in Birmingham, I'm Haley Minogue. Back to you all.
Well, whoever comes out the winner tonight will face Democrat Doug Jones in December. Jones is a Birmingham-based attorney, a former U.S. attorney known for his work convicting KKK members in the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing trial. He's received endorsements from Democratic heavyweights, including the former Vice President, Joe Biden. Just a reminder, the polls are open until 7 o'clock. If you need information on finding your polling place, we have details on our website, WKRG.com. News 5 will bring you up-to-the-minute updates and election results throughout the evening, on air, online, and on social media. Plus, coming up on the CBS Evening News, Chip Reed will be in Montgomery with a report on the Moore Strange race.
Well, the weather has been nice, maybe a little hot, though, for people heading to the polls today.
It is a little hot. We're waiting for that nice break where the fall weather comes in late September. Let's check in with Alan Seals, see if he knows when that's going to happen, Alan.
It's not going to happen soon. The problem is, even though we're going to dry out tomorrow, temperatures are going up. So still feeling like summer with some pop-up showers, some isolated thunderstorms. One shower just to the west of Lott Road, north of Millertown, another couple across the River Delta, and then as you move across Highway 225 in White House Fork, one area there. Mostly central and southern Baldwin County, looking at scattered showers from Foley northward along 59 to Robertsdale, and then almost over to Point Clear. Same thing in Seminole on the Perdido River. And some of those clouds, they grow really fast. In fact, look at that one tall cumulus cloud. It kind of lost its strength, so it's leaning over on our Alpha Skycam. 90 degrees here at News 5. Get used to that number. We've got a couple of warm days ahead of us before we cool down. I'll have the rest of that in the forecast in a few minutes.
New at 5 o'clock, Alberta police are investigating a deadly wreck on Highway 98. It happened last night about 8 o'clock near Old Foley Road. Police say two cars hit each other head on. A man was pronounced dead. A woman was seriously injured. No names have been released yet, but we'll update you when we get more information.
Well, Mobile police are hoping someone will recognize this guy right here. He was caught on camera robbing a Wells Fargo bank today. News 5's Ashley Knight has new details on the man that police are looking for.
Tonight, a bank robber is on the loose, and police are hoping you can help. As far as bank robberies go, this one was more subtle. No panic, no sign of firearms, and no talking.
Had an unknown male come inside of the bank this morning, presented the teller with a note, at which time the teller complied and the subject left.
A note was all it took to get fast cash. Then police say he sped off down Cottage Hill Road on a motorcycle. Police have released this video of the robbery, and now they're hoping you can help identify the suspect.
He did not cover his face. He had a ball cap on, a jacket. He also had gloves on. He was about in his early 20s, about 5'10" in height.
Police canvassing the area today looking for that man or that motorcycle, and police cannot tell us what was written on that note, and they cannot tell us how much money he got away with. If you have any information about this case, please contact Mobile Police. You can remain anonymous. In Mobile, Ashley Knight, News 5.
All right, I want you to take another look at the video. You can see it right here. You can see his face pretty clearly in that video. We posted this entire clip on the WKRG Facebook page, so please share it to help police find the robber.
We continue to follow recovery efforts in Mexico after a deadly 7.1 magnitude earthquake that hit a week ago today. In a new development, Mexico City's government has put together a plan for the city. Among the immediate actions, the creation of a commission in charge of reconstruction. 331 people are confirmed dead in Mexico, with 192 of those deaths in Mexico City.
And there are also new developments in Puerto Rico as the island works to rebuild after Hurricane Maria. Right now, much of the island is without power, and a top executive is warning the entire communication network could go dark unless there is fuel to supply generators. Supplies are coming in slowly from the U.S. mainland to help millions still struggling across the island. Only a handful of flights are trickling out of Puerto Rico's main airport, and travelers are crowding ticket counters hoping to get on one of the few flights leaving for the States. Coming up at 6:30, the story of a family from Baldwin County trying to get their loved ones out of Puerto Rico safely.
The CEO of Equifax is out after that huge data breach. The company today announced the retirement of Richard Smith. The move comes 3 weeks after Equifax admitted to a data breach that compromised as many as 143 million Americans' personal information. Equifax says the breach happened between May and July and was discovered on July 29th. The company did not disclose it until September 7th.
Coming up, the runoff between Roy Moore and Luther Strange has been unique in many ways, but are those big-time endorsements bringing people to the polls? We will check local turnout and talk with people who voted.
And in the Web Center tonight, some fun for you. Cubs star shortstop, Gulf Coast native Addison Russell. He makes a big mess of things in St. Louis, but it's his kind gesture afterwards that's gone viral. That's coming up.